Okay, guys, so I want to go over some things that I learned at Summit, and I encourage all of y'all to try to go next year. It is amazing. Like, besides all the hoopla of it, like the training is what I went for, and it was so good. I learned so much. And I know it's a big investment, it's time away from your family, but it's like, it's like they always say, if you want to be serious about this business and put in the work, like these big events you've got to go to just so you can learn. And the top, all the top coaches spoke during our workshops every day. And like that was my biggest thing, like we like hold them up. To me, for some reason, they're like superstars to us because I like follow Lindsay Matway and Melanie Mitro, and I'm always watching their YouTube videos because they're so good, and that's how they got to where they're at. Mm-hmm. But they were actually so, like, I got to see them. I didn't get to talk to them, but I actually saw them up close, and they're just like normal, everyday people. They're not famous or anything, they just worked hard. And like Melanie will tell you all the time, she got up early and went to bed late 365 days a year. For a year, I can't remember if it was a year or 2 years solid. She did that. And she was just working while other people were sleeping. And that's just what you have to do. If you want to, like, you might not want to be a top coach, but whatever your goals are. I know that's when I started last year. I was trying to do my workouts and stuff at night, and that just was not working. Like, I wasn't getting enough time with my daughter, and then I was going to bed like at midnight. So I started getting up at 5 every morning to do my workouts and do my personal reading in the morning. And that way at night, after I put her to bed, that's when I do my inviting, all the other stuff that I do, my follow-ups. So the biggest thing for me that I took away is to share my story. So I've been in this almost a year, and I still haven't shared my story. Like, I share, what Shakeology does for me or the workouts. So for those of you that know me, most of y'all kind of don't know me that well. Like, I'm a very emotional person. I cry all the time. So like sharing my story is going to be really hard for me and so I'm getting emotional already. Like, I don't have a weight loss story to share, but I just have like really personal heartaches that I've gone through to share. And this beach body and what I can see, like Danielle McKean, she's younger than me, and she's just doing so awesome and having so much freedom with her family. Like, that's what I can see. I can see me doing that, and I can see all of y'all doing that. So this opportunity is the first thing that's really ever given me like a purpose and a passion in my life. So it's a big deal for me. So that's why I'm working so hard to make it work. So my goal is to somehow write my story and start sharing it because, being relatable to people, that's what matters. A lot of people, they like lost 100 pounds and they have this awesome story. And so I never knew what to talk about, but it doesn't have to be about weight loss. It can be, just what you've gone through in your life and how this has changed you. So I want all of y'all to think about that and write up, and they made it so like you're going to do just like little pieces. You don't need to blob your story out in like 5 pages on Facebook, but just little bits here and there so people can relate to you. And that's how you attract people, that have gone through the same things you have, whether it's like me. Mine's going to be, divorce and being a single mom and, just different heartaches and troubles I've gone through. And I can relate to people who've gone through that, and you're trying to make a living. So each person has something different. So that's one thing I want all of us to do. My goal is to help all of you reach your goals. So every week, either I want to do a phone call with you, or when I ask you to post your goals on our page, I want you to post them so we can constantly be checking up to make sure we reach them. I just, I find that really helps. So also you need to be writing your goals down. Write them on a piece of paper. Like every week I write down my checklist of things that I need to do, and you've got to write it down and check it off. That's the only way you're going to see success and see, momentum happen. And I realized, that my team, I'm just now getting a team, and I'm so excited, but we're not going to be, y'all are only going to be as good as I am. So if I'm not getting Success Club and I'm not doing calls and I'm not inviting, I can't expect y'all to do that. So, I want to be bigger and better so y'all can learn. Of course, I don't know half of what I should know, but, so I have to be the better leader as well. We have to be doing, I put that picture up on the, whatever you call it. What's that called, Cassie? On our page, the cover photo. Okay. So it tells you what we should be doing every day. So y'all constantly look at that or write it down. You don't have to look at that. That should be a checklist of what you're to do every day. And I don't always post like I should on Facebook. They say 3 to 5 times, and I really tried to today because a lot of people have been really trying to follow through with that since they got back from Summit. And they said they've noticed a lot more traction. It's not all Beachbody. It might be 1 or 2 posts about Beachbody, but the rest is your family. And, it just attracts people to your page, and then they see what you're doing with your life. And this is in the files, your tracking sheet. They call it the power of 3, which is your adding 3 friends every day, messaging 3 friends every day, and non-Beachbody related. So you're just saying, hey, Christy, how you doing today? I haven't seen you in so long, blah, blah, blah. You're just trying to form them. And I will tell you, that is my biggest issue. What?
I'm trying to get this pin open, and it just busted all over the place.
Oh, no.
So I'm sorry to interrupt, but I just...
I'm
trying to take notes.
So this is in the files tab. Y'all need to print this out, and you've got to do it. You've got to track your business. Even Melanie, I know I revert back to Melanie, but she's totally my favorite coach. She's just so down to earth, and she just trains really well. She said she would never track, and then she finally started tracking, and that's when her business started going better. And it's true. I can talk to 20 people today, and tomorrow I'm not going to remember who I talked to because I have a terrible memory. So you've got to get this power of 3 and print it out. So these are the people that I friended this week. These are the people that I formed with, and you can see what I might start doing is asking y'all to send me a picture of this every week so I can help y'all where you're not doing good. Like me, I need help forming because I'm terrible. I've got so many people that I've friended that I don't know, and I'm like, how do I form them? I don't know them. But you kind of have to go to their page and start liking on stuff, and then be like, oh, I like your car, or oh, I see you work out, whatever. And then eventually you'll just send them a message, So I'm really bad at that. You need to be inviting 3 times a day to a challenge group. And then this is another big one that I don't do, is invite to the opportunity. So our goal is to get coaches, either discount coaches because the products are really great, and why not get them at a discount? And then that helps us build our team, helps us build our volume, and coaches that actually want to work it, of course, because this does change lives. I saw that so much this weekend. If you ever listen to some of the top coaches, story, like Lindsay's story, she came from an alcoholic family. She was a bartender. She was bankrupt. She had a baby out of wedlock. Her baby was like 6 or 8 weeks premature. Like, she had a hard life, and this completely changed everything for her family. Like, so this is a big deal for people, you know, that need to hear the opportunity, because this can change their lives. I know it's already changing mine. I've said it before, but I've been able to pay my mortgage with the money I'm making every month. So like, that's a big deal for me. And the same with y'all. I mean, I know everyone has goals and dreams, and this, I know that this can provide that. So anyways, so you need to be following up with the people you talk to at least like the day or two before. And I follow up with my people like 2 or 3 times. I have a contact list that I made, which I've shared in Google, and I have all my notes in there, so I can see when the person said, you know, get back to me in September. So I write that down and I highlight it, and then I'll call, you know, I'll get back with that person in September. Or if they said no, I black their name out, so I know not to bother them anymore. And I've just gotten really bold with this, because I don't know the people anyways, and I don't feel that bad on Facebook because you're not face to face with them. But after I've talked to them and they've showed interest, and I followed up a couple times, I finally got to where I'm just saying, I'm just checking back with you one more time. You were interested back in June. Did you want me to keep you on my contact list or take you off? And it's not being mean, you know, I say it nicely. But that way I'm not hounding them. And most of them said, no, please keep me on. And I've had a couple tell me take me off. So it's no big deal, but that way you don't have to worry about it. So we've really got to start sharing the opportunity on our page. And Danielle is doing a business opportunity call on August the 3rd. So start advertising for that. I'm going to try to watch her and take notes and do my own call one day soon. So I'm going to try that. And of course, you know that we need to be doing our own workouts, drinking the shake, doing personal development. I think all of y'all do that already. So the biggest thing, message, invite, track your business. That is a must. Back to your daily checklist. Like, I just made one up on Word, you know, so, or sometimes I make one up just on paper, so I'm checking it off throughout the week. But if everyone talks about doing a power hour, so what that is you set out 1 hour of your day. I don't know how many hours each of y'all can devote to this business. Mine is kind of all throughout the day and then at night because I have an office job. But if you can at least get 1 power hour in a day, and what you're going to do, you're going in a room by yourself. You turn off your phone, turn off your notifications on Facebook. You are going to do your invites, and you at least do 3, but if you can do more. You're going to friend your 3 people. You're going to follow up. You're going to form. You're going to do all that stuff in your hour. You're not going to, this is another thing that I'm working on. I go through the Facebook news feed, which takes up hours of your day, and it's just nonsense. I've got to stop doing that because, and in my notifications, like in our challenge groups, I'm seeing what everyone writes about each other. Like, I don't need to do that. I like to see what everyone's saying to each other and making sure that I'm always commenting, but it takes up so much time. You don't want to get caught up in that. So during that power hour, you can comment on all your people, check on your challengers, check your messages. That's it. You're just working for an hour. And even if you have to break that up, I'm all about, set a timer, 15 minutes, invite, form, message, okay? And then go about your day because you're busy, and then 15 minutes, set your timer, do whatever else you need to do. And you can get your work done. because it feels good when you're checking off things and making progress. You know, it makes you feel like you're getting stuff done, because you are. And I promise you, when you start doing that, you'll see a difference. I was doing really good at all these things in January and February, and those were my biggest Success Club months. And then I slacked back on like the forming, and now I'm like struggling right now to get my Success Club. And that's why I know it is, because when I was doing it, the people I talked to in December were joining in March. You know, that they just come back around, and it hasn't been happening. And I know that's why for me. You've got another thing, to write your goals down. Visible, like I've told you before, get a board, something where you can write them down. You can, I mean, this business is yours. You can work it as much as you want, as little as you want. You know, I don't know what your goals are, and that's another thing I want to know so I can help you. Like Danielle's not my personal coach, but she's really good at helping all of us if we talk to her. And so she did a call with me yesterday. And so my goal, for my goal, next summit, I would like to be 5-star. So I want to help 5 of you get to diamond. So she told me what I needed to do to get that, because she did it in a year. So that's what I'm telling y'all, so I can talk to you guys and write your goals down. So like for me, I need to be doing 1 challenge pack a week, getting 1 coach a week. I've got to help my coaches. I've got to do Zoom calls. I need to be hitting Success Club every month. I've got the people written down that I'm talking to about challenge packs. Just write it down somewhere where you're constantly seeing it. So it's just a reminder in your face, you know, what you need to do if you want to reach your goals. If you want to go on paid vacations with your family, or, you know, whatever your dreams are, you know, you're trying to work to make those come true. Another thing that's got to be in your head is Success Club. 5 or higher. You've got to hit that every month, no matter what. If it's the last day of the month, I did this, I think in May, it was the last day, and I was going crazy. I was struggling so bad, and I don't remember what time it was, but I helped someone that very last day. So you've got till midnight that last day of the month. So do not give up. That is huge in growing your business and your income. That, like this, today's payday, right? Yeah, Thursday. So today was our payday. Today was my biggest check for our team volume. We had some really good volume this week. And it's because of hitting that Success Club. Once your team starts growing, I'm telling y'all, that is where, my checks aren't that big like other people's, but to me it is. And you'll see that start growing, and you'll be like, oh my goodness, I love this. And one thing I thought was really amazing, 1-star diamonds. So when you're a diamond, and then one of your personally sponsored coaches get diamond, that means you're a 1-star. You know, then you get 2 diamonds, you're a 2-star, on and on. So when you hit 1-star, they did this poll thing, your income grows 300%. To me, that was like insane. So whatever that may be at that point, I don't really care if it went from $10 to whatever, you know, that's a big deal. So that just shows you the compound effect of always hitting Success Club, teaching your coaches to hit Success Club. That needs to be a non-negotiable from the day one. Even if you have to offer incentives, like if I'm really struggling that last week, I'll tell them I'll give them $15 cash back. To me, that's not a big deal. If you're making $40 commission, it's not that big of a deal for me to give them $15 back, because in the I mean, I'm still making something, but in the long run, it just pays off. And I want them to try it. You know, I think most people fall in love with Shakeology in the videos once they try it. I've only had one person return their Shakeology, and they said because it made them sick, but everyone else has loved it. I totally lost my train of thought. So I know everyone talks about personal development. Try to fit it in sometime in your day, whether you do it on your headphones, it doesn't matter. You don't have to get a book and read it. But this book, Compound Effect, is so good. All the coaches said that, all the top coaches said that, and it really is good. It really helps you. Just doing the small tasks. That's what we have to get in our head, doing the small tasks every single day over and over that brings success. It's not hard. You just have to commit to doing it. Okay. All of you have pretty much coaches under you. Cassie, you're doing so awesome. And Kristen, Emerald, Phaedra, Lynn, almost everyone has some coaches under them. So a big thing that I already knew, but they really emphasized at Summit also, was recognition. So you want to, and I try to do it as much as I can, and there's probably more that I need to do. But anytime your coach does something, we need to recognize that in our page, the Fit Fanatic page, on your personal page, because if you tag them, that will go on their page, and then their friends and everyone will see it. Like, it's a big deal, and people know that you're serious. They're like, ooh, she reached Emerald. She must be really good. Let's follow her some more and see what she's doing. It just is a big deal. Plus, we all like to be recognized. It's awesome. When I hit Diamond, like all these people, like when you hit Diamond, you get in all these extra training groups I didn't know about, which is really cool. And then everyone's saying, yay. I told Danielle, I was like, I feel like a movie star for the day. It was, it's fun. Plus you get gifts. Beachbody is awesome about giving gifts. Especially as you keep going up, they give some really good stuff. When your coach hits Success Club for the first time, that's a huge deal. You need to recognize that. When they become Emerald, you need to make a post and recognize that. If y'all, I don't know if y'all listen to Carl's Call Monday, make sure y'all are listening to him. I love him. Hearing him talk at Summit, he is like a small little man. He's so energetic. And he just like makes me pumped up and excited. But he was like telling what he would do if he was a coach. He would have everything written down on boards and every little task he needs to do. And he was like, if my coach drank fiber, I'm going to post it on my wall and be like, yay, she drank fiber. You're just recognizing them, you're just recognizing them because it's a big deal. So don't forget to do that. When you got your coaches in training, check up on them, make sure they're understanding it, tag them in the training on the post that Danielle does. I'm going to try to start my own trainings sometime soon. That's another thing we need to do as a leader. So once I start mine, y'all can put your peoples in there. So the next thing is the new products. Oh my goodness. So there's so many new things coming out, and I haven't done all my research. So I'm not sure about how the packets are going to work yet, but the performance line, I got the energy. The only one I bought was the energy for now. So it's like an updated version of E&E. Since they created that, a lot of new formulas came out, and they've just made it a lot better. So it is really good, because I did feel stuff from E&E, but not a lot. And I'm probably not the best person to judge that, because like caffeine doesn't do anything for me. So, But this one's really good and it's natural. They have Hydrate. So you're drinking it during your workout. This is going to be really good for anyone, but for like kids that play sports, you know, football players, but you know, teenagers, children. I'm still trying to figure out, they're finding out like if there's an age limit on it, but it's supposed to be all natural and good. So it's way better than them drinking Gatorade or something like that. There is creatine, you know, for the people that want to build muscle. There's Recharge, which I think it's Recharge. You drink it after your workout. And then there's Recovery. You drink it before you go to sleep. And I bought the sample pack. You can get sample packs of this. So you're going to get a packet of each one. And that one so far is awesome. And it's supposed to like recover your muscles and whatever while you're sleeping. So that is really good. And they're going to bundle this somehow as a challenge pack. And I think that's going to be a really good thing. The other thing is, if y'all look on your news, you know, your breaking news on your Coach Online office, it tells you all the new updates with all these new products. But Boost is another thing they come out with, and we got to try it at Summit. So they have fiber. I don't know. My brain is gone. I think one is fiber. The other is greens. So it's like you just put a scoop in your Shakeology, and it's like a whole nother load of greens if people have trouble getting their greens in. I mean, it's got kale, spinach, cucumber, celery, a ton of stuff. The other one is Focused Energy. And I've already heard, like, all the elite coaches got this stuff a long time ago so they could try it. And Christina Delgado was saying that Focused Energy, she's like a big time coffee drinker, and she's been drinking that in her shake, and she hasn't been drinking coffee. So that's going to be another good one. Again, it's supposed to be, you know, it's all natural, and hopefully can get people off of coffee, which is not so great. They're coming out with a new program in December, which I'm super stoked about. I can't wait. Did you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that looks awesome. So it's Autumn and the guy from Body Beast. I can't say his name.
Is it Soggy?
Sagi.
Sagi?
Yeah.
Soggy.
He is so funny. Oh my word. He talked a little bit at Summit. He's funny. So again, I don't know a whole lot about it, but we'll get to see it in October before it comes out. But they're actually two separate videos, like Autumn and then him. So I'm not really sure how it works together, but I don't care. I want to get it. I'm trying to, I don't have everything down. They're coming out with a Beachbody app. So it's Beachbody on Demand. So it's going to be an app. You can just hit the app and get on your Beachbody on Demand instead of having to log in to the site. Like, that's what I do. Log into the site, blah, blah, blah. So that's going to be awesome. They're also, I forget what it's called, but they're going to have another thing on your phone. Everything is like tech update. It's going to be a challenge group app where you can check in on your challenge groups. Your challengers can post, they can keep track of their weight, their measurements, like a whole ton of stuff. It's going to be crazy. And it's supposed to help us be up on our challengers more because we can see their progress. I don't know. I'm just trying to fill y'all in on some of the stuff they're coming out with. But the big thing is like the new products, the performance line and the boosts and size. So we need to schedule a size program. I don't know if we want to just do people who get size and do a challenge group. I think that would be really cool. I'm in one right now that Danielle started. It's a lot of coaches and just some people who got it like beforehand because we all bought ours at Summit. But like everyone's doing a video and posting it every day, and a lot of people have their whole families like doing it because it's fun. So I think that'd be really cool, and it would be a really good post, you know, to do your family in it and post that so people will see that like this could be a family workout, which I think they all can be, but a lot of people don't want to do it. But it's just a lot of fun, and you really do work out. I know our team is kind of confusing how we're like under Fit Fanatic, and then we're under Diesel Nation, like, and then now we have my team. But you know, we're one big team up. But Diesel Nation is our team that I guess created us Downward, and she's actually, if you see her, she's got the short red hair. She's Spanish. She's actually in the Shakeology videos on our programs. But she was in the test group for size, and it's not like she needed to lose weight or anything, but she lost 6 pounds and 6 inches. I don't know if y'all saw that picture I put up. Mm-hmm. So like, you know, this seems like it's just fun and you sweat, but people can really lose weight. It's going to be a good thing, and you don't feel like you're working out, you know. So it's a lot of fun. Okay, so that's all for what I have. You have questions? If you want to share some of your goals, Cassie?
My goal is to hit SC5, at least SC5 every month. This month I'm struggling for some reason. I don't know what it is. I think everyone got in on that sale in June. Yeah. And so when that extended, they're like, well, I had everybody who wanted to get in on it. So I think that's my biggest struggle. So my goal is to definitely hit SC5 this month. I have 2 more points to go, or 1 more point to go. But
yeah, just one. I saw just one.
Mm-hmm. Another one is to do more personal development. I have to get back with reading. And to start forming and to inviting. I think that's where I struggle, is putting myself out there. I feel like I'm bothering people, and I bombard them with all of my Beachbody stuff. So getting a balance between posting about family, friends, and my life and Beachbody, and trying to get like a happy balance going.
Yeah. One thing, especially like on your really busy days, some things I do, I think about my posts. Like tonight, I might think about a post and write it up and have it ready to go on my phone or whatever. That way I can post it the next day. Sometimes I do that, especially if I know my day is going to be busy. And for you, we still have a week, but you only need, you just need 1 more point. I would post, not tomorrow. Another thing I wanted to tell everyone real quick is, I don't know if you were in Danielle's social media training. It might kind of seem like, oh, another training, but it's really important because I've noticed it since I've been doing this, that really matters when you post. So like if you're trying to reach moms, which I think we're all moms in here, whatever your target audience is, you've got to know when they're on Facebook. Otherwise, they're not going to see your post. Mm-hmm. So like I found out, like for me, like between 8 and 9, I usually get some comments back. Sometimes around 4-ish, and then again like between 7 and 9 at night. Yeah. So that is when y'all need to do, and that might be different for each person. So it depends on who you're trying to reach. But try to figure out when people comment on your stuff, and that's when you need to post your body stuff. And another thing that I learned as I've been in this is, you'll notice I'll go like your post, or I'll try to go like it if I see it, hopefully. because that brings it back up in the news feed, and so more people see it. And then I'll try to, like an hour later, I'll try to go back and comment on it, because then that's going to bring it up again. So that's a great thing to do for each other, because that helps, that helps us. And also go into Fit Fanatic and say, I just posted, can y'all go like it? And then that gets a whole bunch of people liking it, and it will show up constantly. So you're getting attention. I never post or I never invite on Friday nights. Nobody cares. Nobody's wanting to join a challenge group on Friday night. Most of my like intense inviting is Sunday through Thursday. And Saturdays, I don't invite. I try to form on Fridays, which I've got to get better. Saturdays, I'm mostly working on my own stuff, like trying to update my contact list and all that mess, because it takes time. So you got to figure out your schedule and how people respond to you. So don't do it tomorrow, but maybe Sunday or Monday morning, post something with an incentive. $15 back, or drawing for the cookbook. Some kind of incentive, so you can reach that. If you've got people in the pipeline, to send that to, and then post it to. Do you have any groups you can post to? Like, I've been posting, like I posted to some yard sale groups or.
Oh, mine get deleted.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but like I guess the ones that I'm part of are really hardcore.
Oh. Yeah, I've had to start reading before I join. I'll read the rules, and it will say no posting about businesses. So I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna join you. And you wear scrubs to work, don't you?
Yeah.
I was say, if you could wear and share, I don't have any, and then I bought a lot at Summit. I was like, I'm just going to invest some money into it, and that a lot of people say that has totally helped them start up conversations.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would definitely offer incentive if you don't have anything going on this weekend.
Okay.
So I'm going to keep you accountable to that and to your reading. I think that's it. Do you have any questions or anything?
Mm-mm.
You're doing awesome.
Thanks.
All right. I will talk to y'all later. Good night.
All right. You have a good night.
You too. Bye.
Bye.